Hello friends, this video on wind, storms and cyclones part 8 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Similarly, when you try to see the direction in which wind blows during different seasons, so there also you will see the same concept. So let's talk about the monsoon wind. So what happens during monsoon? So monsoon, or let's talk about summer rather, so that you will be able to relate it more. So in summers, how are the days? So the days are very hot. So they are like hot, sunny, dry days. So that's how summers are. So in presence of so much of heat, the land gets heated up faster. So the concept here is similar to the sea breeze concept, which happens during the daytime, because during summers it is very hot, and under that heat the land gets heated up faster, and therefore the hot air moves up and the cold air from the sea flows towards the land. So these winds which blow from the ocean towards the land, so that's the direction of wind flow during summers. Now just after summers comes the monsoon, when we have heavy rainfall. So basically these winds which come from the ocean towards the land, these winds carry water droplets with them, because now the winds are coming from the ocean. Ocean is all about water. So these winds also carry some water droplets with them, and that's how the winds bring rain. So monsoon winds bring rain, and rainfall plays a very crucial role, especially in an agricultural country like India, where rainfall is needed for irrigation. So therefore people wait for rainfall desperately. So rainfall happens immediately after the summer season. That's because during summer winds flow from the oceans towards the land, and this wind carries water droplets with them. So basically these monsoon winds bring rain, and that is why these winds are called monsoon winds. So monsoon winds, they flow from the sea towards the land. So that's about the monsoon winds. Now exactly the reverse happens during winter. So in winters the days are not that hot and sunny. So therefore the land remains cooler as compared to the oceans, and therefore now you have the warm air just above the oceans. So these warm air being lighter moves above, and as a result the cold air flows from land to the ocean, taking up the space which is emptied by the warm air here. So here you have air flowing from land towards ocean. So during winters the winds blow from land towards the sea. So that's how the winter winds are. Now, as I was talking about the monsoon winds and the winter winds, I told you that monsoon winds bring rain, and rain brings happiness to a lot of people, especially in a country like India, where agriculture is very much important, because a majority of our population depend on agriculture, not only for their livelihood, but agriculture provides food, and food is required for the survival of all living organisms. So without food we cannot survive. And for production of food we need water, and for water we need rainfall. So therefore rainfall is very much necessary for agriculture, for getting food, which is important for the survival of living organisms. But sometimes what happens is, if there is too much of rainfall, now rainfall in the desired amount is needed, because if there is no rainfall it will adversely impact the agriculture. But what happens when there is too much of rainfall? So too much of rainfall again causes harm. So when there is too much of rainfall, it's what we call as flood. When there is so much of water everywhere that houses get damaged, properties get they flow away with the water, animals die, human beings die. So there is huge loss of life, including both plants and animals. So houses are broken, people become homeless, so many organisms lose their habitat. So huge loss, damage to buildings, roads, bridges. So all the transport system gets destroyed, the communication systems gets destroyed, the telephone wires and all the cables, everything get messed up when there is too much of rainfall. waterborne diseases like cholera, typhoid become very, very common. That's because now when there is so much of water everywhere, what happens is all the water gets contaminated with different types of harmful substances. So now those water, they might kill animals, and the dead bodies of the animals will remain in the water. So basically the water is getting contaminated with harmful substances. So therefore a lot of people, under such situations of flood, a lot of people do not have proper storage of drinking water. So in that case, people consume such polluted water and they get diseases like cholera and typhoid. So it's very common that immediately after a flood, a lot of diseases come to that area like cholera and typhoid, and again they also cause a huge loss of life. Thank you. Please visit www.examfear.com to watch more educational videos with a better experience. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you once again.